Yeah.
Yeah.
We never quite know how to bring in the pod. We gotta get some music or some shit.
Nah, man. I like the randomness of it. I'm sure somebody's listening like, nigga, I don't.
Oh.
Ain't about you, nigga. I ain't got to do this pod, motherfucker.
It's a lyrical exercise,
This
man.
shit for me.
And y'all gonna get these bars.
Yeah. Nah, man. Shout out to the Wash gods and goddesses. Shout out to everybody that's been listening.
How y'all doing, man?
This is episode 39. Let me turn the energy up for niggas, man.
As I introduce who's number 39.
Yeah. Shout out to the one and only Dwight Howard, man.
And then his own.
Yeah, I ain't got too much great things to say about you other than, you got a ring.
Yeah. Dunk contest.
Yeah, that's something. Shaq don't really fuck with you. That's something, I guess. That nigga's a cop, so maybe we shouldn't fuck with him.
Black dads.
Yeah, you got purple hair for some reason, so I guess.
He's got purple hair?
Yeah, he had purple dreads a lot on this LA shit. I mean,
This nigga's flamboyant.
Yeah. There's a lot to be said of me. Yeah. We ain't gonna go there, man. Apparently you were exonerated from all of that shit. But shout out to Dwight Howard, man, Mr. 39. This is episode 39. I'm sorry we didn't have a better player for y'all, but these numbers get sketchy, man.
These are the breaks.
Break it up.
Yeah. Wash guards, wash never washed up.
Yeah, we are washed, never washed up.
I'm Sean Ricard.
I am Draft. So I guess we're getting to the countries. He has somebody. Yeah. No limit exposure. No limit exposure. No limit exposure. So he's back again. We're back again. Ready to give more pod to the gods. We had a new country pop up on the Analytics, so shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Belgium.
I thought it was Guam.
Yeah, I thought it was Guam too, but it was actually Belgium.
All right.
Yeah, so shout out to Belgium. Welcome to the podosphere. Niggas be talking about shit, so enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah. Number one black podcast in Belgium.
As I usually start out, shout out to these United States, United Kingdom, Iceland, Australia,
the United States,
Ireland, Germany.
Where's that?
I like to call it Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Cause Ireland, but Russia, India, Finland, Costa Rica, Romania, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Sweden, Singapore, Belgium, once again. Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, Ecuador and Slovakia. Slovakia ain't nothing stopping you. Denmark. I'm sorry.
Made me think of the J Hood song. Take trips to Yugoslavia. I don't like a lot of you, and I ain't got a lot of you. Got bitches that'll body you.
Shout out J Hood, man.
And my chain looked like it came from Antarctica.
Yeah, man, we gonna get you out of that rehab, man. Shout out J Hood.
In rehab?
I don't know. I just made that up, but it don't sound believable. It sound believable as fuck. Yeah, J Hood. Yeah, he probably is in rehab.
We gonna get you off that milk carton, G.
Mm-hmm. Last time I heard, 50 was trying to sign that nigga back in the day.
The last
Genie was popping.
The last I heard, that nigga got pressed by Styles P for dragging the D-Block chain on concrete.
Nah, that was after that. That's why 50 was trying to sign him at the time. I think he was, how 50
he was doing sensational shit.
Yeah, just get
like,
this nigga
you should
spill
just
the
do some
grits.
wild shit,
Yeah. I think it was after that, you know what I'm saying, getting trying to find some dirt on, but I'm pretty sure they solid, man. So shout out to Styles P and J Hood and the other niggas that used to be with D Block. Anyway, I don't know how the fuck we got there. What were we talking about? How was your week? Oh yeah, I guess how was my week? My week was cool, man. I really ain't do much. I lay low. I low-key caught up on sleep like a motherfucker, man, to be honest. I took an entire day and probably slept at least 12 to 14 hours of it. Maybe even 16. But really good sleep, man. Some of the best sleep I've had in a while.
Shout out to sleep, man.
I got a new job today, so that's something.
Dr. Sleep.
Pause for applause.
Oh, you got a new job?
Yeah, man. I had an interview this morning, so... shout out to Odell, bro. I walked in that motherfucker, that nigga standing right there, man. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck you doing here, nigga? Oh, bro, what you doing here? I'm like, well, I'm trying to get this chicken like you, baby.
Yeah, shout out to Odell, man.
They called me later today, man. Later that day. So shout out to him if he did help, but if he didn't, I was a beast.
Family in high places like Jesus, niece.
Well, another wash moment. It's like, man, yo, low key, I'm good as fuck at interviews, bro.
Yeah.
I'm low key I
can spin it.
I'm just fire at it, bro. I'm just know how to do this shit. I was listening to myself talk. Yeah,
it was like, ooh,
yeah. I had to do an interview with a panel and shit. So it's like 7 people.
You think if he was in jail, you'd have got parole?
Boy, nigga,
Reform.
Yeah. Nigga, I would have been exonerated somehow, nigga, through my speech. But
I wrote a children's book.
Nah, that shit don't work.
Yeah, it don't. You right. Fuck.
But nah, I was just listening to my answers as I said them. I'm like,
Ooh.
seeing everybody in the room nodding to each other. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I do this shit, bitch.
So if you had anything that you think you needed to improve on, what would it be?
Yeah, you know all that shit. I'm slam dunk them hoes, but shit was cool, man. So now, you know, I'm in that little good space where I'm like, nigga, if a nigga say anything wrong, nigga, I just leave this bitch out. I don't give a fuck no more, nigga.
That was me.
Yeah, man. So right now I'm on wish a nigga would status at work right now.
It feels good, don't it, bro?
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, now the ball's in my hands, man. And I'm not at home in my bed. This time we at work, baby. You know what I'm saying? Got these niggas by the scrotums. So yeah, man. Other than that, yeah, I had to like really actually prepare for an interview because I was a little worried because, you know, it was a panel interview and I never did no shit like that. I had to like give them a 90-day action plan and shit. Like just think, I'm like, oh shit, nigga. Yeah, on the
PowerPoint.
Like, this was the first time I ever had to do some shit like this. Y'all niggas better pay me right, nigga.
Oh, it's the wash cars?
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that was pretty much it. Other than that, I've been watching a lot of old shit. A lot of biographics too. But we can get into that later. I think that was pretty much it. Did I talk about the Jay Prince episode last?
Yeah, you
Jay
did.
Prince
I watched
shit?
that this week.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten into the Busta Rhymes Drink Champs.
Yeah, definitely recommend both those interviews. Yeah, that's pretty much my week, man. I had to brush up on new job shit, just trying to get ready for that.
This nigga been focused.
Yeah, on the love.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens when you broke.
9-to-5 draft. Corporate draft.
Y'all heard me complaining about my job for fucking 18 weeks. And I was like, nigga, why don't you just get another one? Well, I did, bitch.
You stupid bitch.
I'm always working, baby.
Now what, bro? Talk to me nice. Nah, man, I feel you. It's nothing like quitting the job. Quitting the job is like dumping the bitch. Mm-hmm. Like, you like, oh, shit, nigga. This me. I'm not playing with y'all. Yeah, shout out to all my ladies.
It's like, man, I've been trying to tell you, motherfucker, I was better than this shit. Sometimes you just gotta show a motherfucker, man.
You gotta drop your nuts.
Yeah.
My week was pretty washed. I remember talking last podcast. I had an incident where I kind of had to check my child by her attitude, and I kind of was like stewing on it the whole week. And the thing about dealing with your child, like especially having a daughter, I don't talk to her any kind of way. I just try to show her. And I'm like, man, I didn't want to lose my cool on her, but I felt like she needed to be shown that it could go a different kind of way. So I was just thinking about ways I could show her discipline. I'm like, yeah, no toys. Definitely no toys. She can't come over here and have no fun. And based off that, I was like, yo, I got to replace it with some sort of activity. I'm like, well, she's been out of school for, 5 months now. And she was doing like homeschooling. She had activities, but now she's kind of left to her own devices. So ain't none of that shit going. I'm like, well, we just going to study all weekend. Bring all your workbooks, no toys, comfortable shoes. In addition to all the workbooks, I'm like, yo, we gonna run. We are going to run. I'm joking with them before the pod. They fried me for it too. But I'm playing I'm playing the scene from Fences with Denzel talking about how he ain't gotta like his son. Everybody in here looking at me like I'm tripping. Cause I was. But
can't talk to your kids like that no more though, man.
But fuck them, man. Yeah, fuck these kids, nigga. You got
Jordan.
Sometimes you gotta show them what it is. Nah, I'm just playing. Like, and part of the reason we having a discussion in general is because I'm struggling with the fact that like, I can't talk to my child crazy. When I checked her about running over my feet with the suitcase and telling me I shouldn't have been there, she burst into tears. So I didn't even want to come at her crazy. I just wanted to make sure she understood what it was. I prepped her before the week.
But you also want to keep her in that place,
right, man? She gotta know the fear of God one way or another. So We work on a workbook. It was interesting.
Spare the rod, spoil the child, as they say.
Yeah. We worked on a workbook for like an hour and a half, and it was interesting. I realized she gets easily frustrated like me, and I'm pretty sure it comes from like a similar learning disability, but we can talk about that some other time. And cause I don't know, I did a online dyslexia test, and I'm like, man, maybe I got this shit.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because when you said like learning disabilities, you know, I have like a strange relationship with that shit, because like I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Like, not necessarily learning disabilities. Like, I had a bad stutter as a kid and shit, and I used to always hear people talk about how, you know, that's like a mental disability. It's a disability and shit. But it's like, I mean, is it? You know?
And that's what I was gonna say. Like,
sometimes
I think it has to do
it's
with
like nature
different
versus
styles of learning.
Yeah, or it's nature versus nurture, and how
you can figure out how to approach a subject or a topic with a child if you're just willing to be flexible. Like, there isn't just one way
to learn. Yeah,
right.
Like everybody just can't sit with a book and get it that way.
Right,
like,
it doesn't work like that. You have to figure out a way for them to understand it, and I think that's why letting somebody else teach your child is always kind of risque.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was interesting. We did that for as long as I could take it, for real. And then we went to the park. We went to Stone Mountain Park, and I made her walk up the mountain. Getting attaboys the whole way from old folks, like people with their kids, other people carrying their kids. Yeah. It was dope, man. I felt like dad of the year. I felt like I was raising a warrior, a man child. Shout out to all my ladies.
Woman child.
We've done this before, so she gets down to the bottom and she's like, all right, I want to go back to the car. I'm like, no. We've got more. I was like, yeah, we're going to run a mile. She doesn't know how long a mile is. I'm trying to explain to her how long it is. We start running. She immediately starts saying, my legs hurt. I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen. This is what comes with it.
It's gonna be some stuff you see.
I'm playing.
Make it hard to smile.
I'm putting it on the Nike Run app because I think it'd be dope. I want to give her tangible things, and it's hard to do that when you broke. But I want to give her things that she can recognize that are achievements for her. And so I put it in my Nike Run app. I recently ran this week. It was terrible, but I do feel like now I'm back. It was really like kind of just shaking the rust off. So that's why I took the initiative. Like, fuck it, man. If we gonna run, if I've got to make her run, I might as well log this shit. So I'm putting Austin's first mile. I'm showing it to her. I'm showing her how many more like feet we gotta go in order for us to get to the end of the mile. We run halfway. We're running back. She crying at this point, like tears, full tears, but didn't stop running. We get done. She's kind of calming down. I'm telling her to wipe her face. I'm like, all right, man, it's over with. You did good. I'm proud of you. You finished the first mile. What you want to eat for dinner? She look at me and say, steak. So we sure enough went to fucking the farmer's market, which was COVID central. You see so much
That's
tomfoolery.
racist. But go on.
Nah. I don't mean that in the sense of what you think it was. Most of the people who work there, who are from another country, are wearing masks. It's the whites. It's the whites in there, no mask, bro.
Yeah, say what you say want about racist, but goddamn, if they don't.
Sometimes
come up
that
with
shit
name,
hit.
That good name, Kung Flu is crazy.
That's
bro.
hilarious.
I wish
bro.
I would have came up with it. You know, if I was a racist.
If
Just saying, man, the branding is on point. You gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Respect the game.
Yeah, I didn't see any Biden flags until this nigga won. They was late in the game on branding. Real late in the game. But
I can do some things with that Confederate pattern, you know what I'm saying? Want to keep it real. Shout out to Ye. We can get busy, man. You know what I'm saying? That African flag is cool, man. But I need some stars on my shit or something, nigga. I'm a star, nigga. What? What's up?
Somebody lied. Confederate draft is hilarious. Still went from Republican to Confederacy in 2 episodes.
I'll show you how to do this, son.
Black Republican? Oh my God. Hey.
Oh, money I got coming in. Just got a new job. Let's get it. I'm back, baby.
I'll show you how to do this. Fuck. Anyway, shout out to the Cab County Farmers Market. I ended up making dinner and shit, which was cool because I finally got to make some shit that wasn't on menu. I had creative control. And
shout out Dame Dash.
Shout out Dame Dash. Ooh, this nigga quick with it. This has got to be a Rockefeller theme podcast. It's like 5 references just on the intro.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, show you how to do this, son.
Rock Boys. Name of the pod.
Rock Boys. There you go. What are we in? 15 minutes in? Ooh, bitch. Getting better at this. We ain't got shit to talk about for real, as you can see. But yeah, I don't have no point to this story. The other wash, I guess I'll go into my wash moment. I had to explain this white lady in Kroger what the hawk out meant. Like, the hawk is out. And apparently nobody's heard this shit.
I was going to say.
Like, you walk outside and you had that first reaction to the code. You're like, shit, nigga, the hawk out, ain't
You get a gold star for that shit. Because I definitely didn't know what the fuck the hawk out, man. I was like, I don't know, nigga. The only thing I heard about hawk out was like Chic Luch.
Oh.
When they had like a knife or some
out.
shit. Yeah.
No, not them.
Yeah, shout out D-Block.
You washed it.
Hey, man, we can get into it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, explaining this white lady in Kroger what the hawk meant. I had to get reinforcements. Another brother walked up and was like, yeah, the hawk, boy. The hawk out, boy. I mean, it cold. Hit the back of your neck like a hawk would. And I was like, what? I've never heard of a hawk hitting the back of a nigga neck.
What the fuck did you niggas do when you were young? Y'all fucked with hawks? Like, I had an incident with a squirrel, and nigga, I was scared straight.
The squirrel out, nigga. Yeah. That shit ain't got no ring to it. A hawk out, nigga. A nigga tell you a hawk out, are you going outside?
Have you ever cornered a squirrel, nigga? That shit is dangerous. They say never corner an animal. They mean it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, man. Wash moment. I guess. Oh, well, this happened to me. And this wasn't really necessarily a wash moment because the nigga I was with was older than me. But he nigga really put me in my place. Like, shout out Kevin, man. I don't even remember why we was riding around, but we was just riding around bullshitting. And, you know, I had control of the ox and shit. You know what I'm saying? DJ, draft, chip it. All right. Anyway, drop coming soon. I played the fucking Rick Ross and Busta Rhymes song, and he looked down, and all you can see is just Busta Rhymes shit. He's like, "What the fuck is that?
What are we doing?"
Yeah, he's like, "Bruh, what is the shit you playing, bro?" He's like, "I just looked down and I seen Busta Rhymes on my shit. Like, what the fuck, man? What are we doing, bro?"
Man.
I was like, "Bruh, I got Rick Ross on. I'm trying to explain why the song good and shit." I just felt so like,
oh, Jackie Chan the shit out of you. Nigga. He Chris Tucker the fuck out of you, nigga. You got rush hour.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I guess the watching moment is playing Busta Rhymes, man. I fucked up. That was my bad. The stain on me.
Shout out Busta Bus.
Yeah, Busta Bus, man. I fucked up, man. I played your album, bro.
Stain on me.
What the fuck is you playing?
Stain on me. That shit crazy. Yeah, I fucked the Busta album, man.
Yeah. Give me some more.
You can't.
I'm here all night.
This nigga is punning me tonight, boy.
Yeah, but yeah, I fucked with it too. I thought it was straight. Apparently I was wrong, nigga. Nah, but shout out Busta Rhymes. Keep doing what you do, man. What you want to get into? I guess we could talk about the NBA, man. NBA is about to come back.
A lot of trades going on.
Oh yeah, shout out James Harden, man. I just read. Apparently, they offered him $50 million. He was supposed to become the first $50 million player a year. And he's like, the message is clear. I want to get to Brooklyn. So, honestly, I don't know what Brooklyn has to give to the Rockets. other like the big pieces. But if they can make that shit work, man.
Where's
shout out to
Kyrie
them.
at now?
He's still with them. That's the thing. They want to be the big three. I don't know how that'll work necessarily.
Is Durant slated to come back this season?
Yep. It's supposed to be a full roster. So, shout out James Harden. I think it's interesting because I watched, was it All the Smoke? I believe it was All the Smoke. And they had Sue Bird on there. And she was talking about how, like, WNBA players, they actually never stop playing. Like, the season never ends for them because, like, WNBA salaries are, like, nothing. 30, 40K. Some players, like a good salary is like 100K or $500,000 is, I think she says, like the top WNBA players salary rather. So a lot of them have to go over to Europe. Like she said, it's literally like just a week off in between the WNBA season and the beginning of the European season. So it made me think of like that. Because NBA players get the luxury of having like somewhat of a break, like because they get paid a substantial amount of money, so I think this is going to be the first time NBA players have to like go through that same ringer that WNBA players have to go through. So it's going to be interesting to see how the turnaround affects injuries, shit like that, because now you ain't got all that. But maybe another argument can be made that they'll stay in shape because they haven't had that much time to chill.
Yeah, so I remember Vice did a special on Brittany Griner. She was doing that. She basically took they went with her during that week between the last game of her WNBA season to her flying over to Europe in order to play in their league. And there was a couple of players that were from the WNBA over there. It was almost like a Love and Basketball moment where you walking into players you might have played with in the States.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how the NBA handles this shit. Like, when I first heard the news that the season was coming back in December, I'm like, or November rather. No, December, right? Yeah, December. I'm just like, what the fuck? They can't be real.
Somebody mentioned that part of the reason they were coming back is because they need those Christmas Day games. Like those are big.
Yeah.
Like all the advertisements already been sold, so they got to put something out.
That is the hallmark of the season. See what I did? All right. Yeah.
They ain't all gonna be home runs.
Yeah, man. They ain't all gold, folks. Sometimes you shoot from half, nigga. 10 for 28. 10 for 28. But now, yeah, man. So I guess that is a big thing. It's the whole. That goes into the other point I was talking about with movies. Like the whole commerce of COVID is a thing. So like, there's a lot of industries that completely died because of COVID. Like you talk about like the physical fitness, fitness industry, whatever you want to call that industry. Like there's no way
boutique fitness
or all of it. I don't even know if niggas are really running the LA Fitness or the major gyms anymore at this point. Because it's at the end of the day, it's indoors. It's a whole bunch of sweat. Your pores is open. Like it's COVID central. Like how the fuck do you even? How can you control some shit like that unless this motherfucker's gonna exercise in a bubble, literally?
Does that
like
include
Seinfeld.
YMCA's too? All that shit?
I mean, we did Wash Guards Invitational, but I don't, like, apparently, I know my nephew just had his championship game, so shout out to him, but he plays football, but that's in the open air, so the argument is a little bit better for that. Like, when it comes to indoor sports and indoor physical activities.
I think the only argument, like, for kids is the fact that they're young and they're not as susceptible to like, severe
Streets gonna be filled with dead 12-year-olds next week.
It's mutated.
Gotta start shooting these motherfuckers. Nah, but yeah, I don't know, man. So like when it comes to movies, I said before the pod, I don't know. I wonder what will be the first home release that gets like notable numbers where we're like, all right, shit, we back popping, baby. Like, who's gonna be the Drake of the movie industry that like revives it? Because we went through the whole Snap era where music sales were fucking dead. They were trying to do any fucking thing they could do to like create commerce for it or create any kind of income to the music industry.
And then came Soulja Boy.
Man, it was a rough period. It's a lot of people that grew up in that era and they don't know how bad it was. Like, they don't know how misguided they are when they be like, bruh, Soulja Boy had hits, bro. I'm like, I know niggas had hits. I mean, hits in music that's good. We gotta start.
I had this epiphany
that separation. Someday we gotta just sit down as a black culture because we control this shit. We tell people what's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get together, man. Let's have a black huddle one day.
No, but I was gonna say I had this revelation that TikTok and the social media dance craze is just the same as like the ringtone phase.
It is.
Rap.
It is.
It's a way to monetize music without it necessarily being
I watched
a radio hit.
I watched the Cannon's class interview with Big U and
Me too. I watched that shit.
What was the other cat?
Wack 100.
Wack 100, yeah. And Wack 100 was talking about how he, because he Cash Money West got his own little entertainment company and shit, and he was talking about how he got to hire little 12-year-olds to TikTok, when they doing songs.
Got a team.
He got a team full of he got a team full of TikTokers, and he they be in the corner doing weird shit. I don't know what the fuck they doing. It's like my nigga. But yeah, he's like, yeah. That's exactly what he said.
He was like, some shit hit, some shit
don't. Yeah. That was.
I was like,
really
damn,
dope.
bro.
Yeah, really dope interview too. I ain't necessarily. I feel like I got bad introduction to Wack 100 because
it was always the beef shit.
Yeah, the social media.
And I noticed that it was kind of like the dynamic was almost like a conversation between homies, like between me and you.
Yeah.
He was like, that's why I don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't fuck with that social media shit. He's gonna say the wrong thing to me, and I'm gonna come see him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. And it was a really dope interview. If you might get a chance, but. How the fuck do we get there? But yeah, the whole commerce of COVID is going to change everything. So I do wonder what the big movie is going to be. Like we speculated maybe a Marvel release, but it seems like
is the Bond movie going to be in theaters still?
They're holding back until.
Yeah, it seems like they're doing like a lot of big releases like that. And I seen Marvel because Marvel was supposed to put out. Was it? Well, it was the chick who doesn't have any powers. Her movie was supposed to come out. The Marvel Avenger that don't have powers, Black Widow, yeah. I was like, come on, man, it's only one. Yeah, the Black Widow movie has been done. Like, was supposed to put that shit out, but because of COVID, they haven't. So I think they're scared of that shit just, going by the wayside. Because, Marvel, I'm sure they expect
a big return.
Yeah. I forgot about Mulan, yeah. And Disney Disney got the money to do it, but.
Yeah, my dad was telling me he watched it. I was like, why?
I thought about watching it.
All right.
You know what?
Was that one of them bangers for you as a kid?
Nah, I never seen it as a kid.
But just the idea of it?
Yeah, I'm really about female empowerment, man. Unlike some folks. No, I'm just joking.
Damn. Niggas been snitching on me all week, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro.
Nah, real shit. This is going to sound dumb as fuck. I thought this shit was a true story until like this new shit came out.
Hell yeah, Eddie Murphy was a dragon. That nigga
was the dragon part. I thought like
Black Dragon, bro. The first Black Dragon.
Oh shit.
Dragon versus the Board of Education, bro.
Shout out Bruce Leroy, man. Eddie Murphy was the first. Bruce Leroy was the last.
Eddie Murphy had to walk. So this nigga Bruce Leroy can run.
Nah, man. I thought it was really a story about like a female soldier. Is that so far fetched? G.I. Jane? Isn't that all the same story?
G.I. Jane.
Jang. It's Jang.
G.I. Jane. What's wild is you're not wrong because movies like Ip Man and what's that other one? Once Upon a Time in China are based off actual people, like they're biographical.
And even with like Pocahontas and shit, it's like
what?
It's another Disney princess bullshit story that's kind of real and kind of like all of that shit be kind of like funny.
What y'all don't know is like
Disney can really buy history at this point. They got enough money.
Princess and the Frog is based on a true story.
Give it 20 years. Disney got the money to create history. Like I don't know what's real and what's not. Nigga.
Yeah, didn't happen.
According to. Well, this episode ain't going places. We bleeping all that shit out. Definitely gotta bleep that. All right, we got our first bleep, and on that note, I think we'll be back.
And we're back.
Yeah, shout out to Benny the Butcher, man. Get well soon.
Yeah, get well soon.
One of my favorite up-and-comers. Apparently got shot in the leg in a attempted robbery. I sound like a cop or some shit. But yeah, I just saw a video of him limping and getting into a PJ. And I didn't really know what was up. I just found out like 20 minutes ago. Apparently this motherfucker got shot. So
Yeah, get well soon.
Yeah, get well soon, Benny. Rap, man.
Yeah, we kind of talking about the same shit last week.
Yeah, man. I guess it's something to be. I don't know, man. The whole conversation. I don't know. The whole conversation with when you see a gangster rapper get shot, you know, is it like the chicken or the egg type shit? Or,
Yeah.
Because, you know, Common ain't never got shot. For all I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got shot yet. Probably should have. Nah. You know, Lupe ain't got shot.
For the presidency.
But is it a correlation? Or is that just rap in general?
It's more prominent. I think it's one of those things where you could brand it as that now. We talked about it on the last pod. When Big and Pac died, it was a big deal. Now it's one every month. And it does kind of put a stain on the music itself, but you, based on streaming, you can listen to whatever you want. The media is making these deaths kind of the focus of.
I don't even mean in like a media standpoint and like some whole it's gangster rap too, gangster shit. I like gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? I love it. It's my favorite genre of rap even. But I just know it's a particular type of rapper that has to go through a particular set of situations. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like does when Lupe goes to California, is he checking in with like, you know what I'm saying, the same niggas that niggas got to check in, like when they claim to be affiliated? You know, this is not even talking about
I don't know.
Griselda in general. Yeah, that's just the question. I'm just throwing it out there.
And there could be a possibility because, I mean, when
is it any nigga with money just has to check in?
Lupe spends a lot of time in Houston. I'm sure he's running to JP Prince because he used to be cool with Face.
Yeah. But
so maybe it is a form of checking in based on the fact that you're tapped in with the people who are tapped in. Because that happens in this level of rap.
Yeah, but do you think like you think Talib Kweli got static if he touches down somewhere?
So what you're saying is when a rapper raps about certain things and carries a certain kind of persona, all that shit just attracts?
Yeah, it seems to. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a nigga who carries that persona, hopefully. Knock on wood. But you know, I don't know, man. I just say everybody be careful, man, if you're gonna rap about that type of shit, man. I just think sometimes niggas hear that. I don't know if niggas be taking that shit as a challenge sometimes or what the case is, but sometimes it just feels like only a particular type of artist has to run into these set of issues. And like I said, I love gangster rap, so I'm not telling niggas to stop rapping about it, especially if that's the life you lived or live. But it's like, damn, man, maybe, I don't even know. I can't tell a nigga how to live their life, but I don't want to see none of my favorite rappers die anymore.
Right.
You know. I don't know, because another nigga gonna blame it on black people and shit, man. And I don't want to do that, because you think if Justin Timberlake walking around with 100 chains, a nigga wouldn't rob him too?
Yeah.
You know?
Again, maybe back to your point earlier. Niggas need to have a sit down.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know.
It'll never happen.
Yeah. I can't even talk down about a nigga with a chain because I like chains and shit, but it is something to be said about looking extremely rich around niggas who are not. And just like, yeah, man, I know rappers say, yo, it's motivating niggas, but
not everybody.
I know a lot of niggas from the hood, and I literally never heard a nigga say, yo, that shit motivates me, man. When a nigga like is around me and he's rich. I've never heard a nigga say that. I've heard niggas who are rich say that.
What's that song by Kendrick? Shit don't change until you wipe your ass. The verse where he talks about taking his partner to the Source Awards or the BET Awards, and he's looking around like, yo, all I see is walking licks. Like you can't show everybody everything.
Yeah.
And on the other side of it, you can't let a nigga know what you got. It's like counting your money in front of people. Now that's the trend. I grew up like, never count your money in public.
Yeah, Yeah, I definitely grew up like that. Don't you ever
And not
pull
to
your
say
money
that,
out.
not to say it ain't like that for niggas who can do it like that, but there are also videos of motherfuckers getting their money snatched or getting knocked out, getting their pockets ran. Like,
Yeah, that shit
at what
tricky.
point is it the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, in the age of the money phone, it's like that shit's dope because if you can do it, but at the same time, it's a nigga on the other end of that phone, baby. Like, what's up? Like, hello, nigga.
Go tap in your line.
Yeah, man. So that ain't necessarily about Benny the Butcher, but all the like rapper deaths that's been happening recently, like not all of them is money related, but at the end of the day, they kind of are. Cause I feel like when you're the nigga who's popular, even if you ain't got that much money, you just automatically become a target. Cause everybody just want the idea of having money. Like when you poor, you just want to be around a nigga who may even look like he's about to get money. Like you jealous of that shit. Like I don't think
That's kind of why we were talking about it earlier. That based on the conversation about Benny the Butcher, but King Von shit probably stemmed from a nigga trying to protect his investment. Like,
yeah.
Your man's getting into a fight and you around your man's because he lit right now. It looks like it makes sense. Like I understand niggas picking sides and shit like that, but damn, man, that's why you kind of low key gotta move carefully.
Yeah, man. So I guess I ain't got shit to say to you rappers,
Niggas hate
man.
to see when you get money like athletes.
Yeah, man. You know that shit ugly, man. So yeah, shout out Benny the Butcher once again, man. I wanted to have something more positive to say about the shit, but yeah, man. Just be safe, man. Like be safe, man. We fuck with you.
Stay dangerous.
Yeah, no, don't stay dangerous, bro. Just be safe, man. We y'all low key OGs. Y'all new to the game. Y'all new to popularity and shit, but y'all OGs, man. We gotta keep the OGs moving like OGs, man. We don't need our OGs getting shot. They make the game all fucked up and backwards and shit.
Yeah.
Like what Hove look like getting shot right now? Nah, man.
Yeah, this is true.
He saw, I know the Griselda boys, they 35 plus at least. I don't want to give away niggas' age, but I'm sure at least. So let's just start, let's move like that, man. It's just from draft to y'all. I love y'all. Be safe. Hopefully, we already see Conway and how they had to go through it, so we don't want nobody else. I know they done probably seen a lot of death in their circle. But
R.I.P. Sheen Gun.
Yeah. I just listened to the interview with Wes, and he was talking about how they lost Sheen Gun and they seen Conway get hit. Like when they were asking him about how he moves, it's crazy that shit just happened right after that. Cause the Joe Budden podcast just aired like Saturday or some shit.
Damn.
And he was just talking about I be in house parties and shit still and shit like that. And I'm just like, man.
That shit sound crazy.
Yeah. He's like, we got them things on us, all that other shit. But it's just like, man, sometimes, the party is your party. Like you the star, bro. Bring the party to you, bro. You don't really, I don't know. I know you gotta be for the hood, but damn, man, that shit tricky. R.I.P. Nipsey and all the other niggas that got killed in their own hood and Dope B and shit like that. You know how rap goes. But yeah, man. Moving on, I guess.
What you want to do? What you been watching lately? I don't really have no more topics.
All right. What you got? I'll let you go first. You watch more shit than me.
I did watch Boys in the Hood. We were gonna do a topic on top 5 black dads. I was gonna recommend Furious, but they were doing the personal life of the actors as well, which I guess you gotta take into comparison. But
I'm also not a big Boys in the Hood fan. Like that shit was never really my shit. Like I never really got into West Coast like gangster films. Like it was just never my thing. Like I'm from Atlanta. I can never really relate. It's like, yo, cuz. I'm like,
it doesn't age well.
What they talk about?
It doesn't age well.
Niggas got Jerry curls and shit. I'm like,
but it's nostalgic. It's funny to watch. It's like watching Home Alone. Like you'll never see a movie like that again.
Yeah.
It's like Black Boys in the Hood is pretty much the Black Home Alone.
Yeah, that is terrible comparison.
When you think about it, them niggas ain't had no supervision.
Yeah, all right.
That's why Furious the best black dad, nigga.
What's crazy is anytime I think of Boys in the Hood, I really think of the shit with Chris Rock. Nah, Straight Outta Low Cash, whatever that movie was called.
CB4?
CB4, bro. That's all I can think of is Chris Rock with that fucking Jerry.
You sabotaged the whole idea. This corny ass shit, nigga.
Because that's the shit that stuck with me more. I was like, oh, he gets it.
Boys in the Hood is a like don't be a menace. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your gin and juice in the hood. Shout out Marlon Wayne. We used to talk about this nigga before the pod. But yeah, that movie.
Big fan.
Yeah, but that was a parody based off of the movie Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. And it was crazy. I love that movie because like that kind of like spoke to my vision of how I saw it. Like when I saw Boys in the Hood, because I'm so removed from like fucking gang culture and shit. It's just like, nigga, what the fuck is this shit?
Especially on that side. I don't even listen to. I didn't grow up listening to West Coast music like that either.
I grew up like heavy West Coast music.
Did you?
I'm from LA.
Yeah.
So?
I grew up on all. I kind of low key grew up on G-Funk because my parents love funk music. So and my dad also loved Tupac. So we ended up hearing a lot of Dog Pound, Snoop, all that other shit. So,
Have you ever had some bomb pussy?
but it was all edited, so I didn't really catch all the pussies dropped. Yeah, but yeah, he only played edited music. But yeah, man, Boys in the Hood was never my shit, bro.
That being said, what else did I watch? I watched Whiplash. If y'all haven't seen Whiplash, really dope movie. I watched The Lodge. I think I talked about that last week. But I did kind of go through clips again. I got this thing where I watch breakdowns on movies. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube tangent rabbit hole breakdowns on movies and shit. What else did I watch? I watched something recently that I wanted to talk about on the pod. Oh, biographics. H.P. Lovecraft. I watched that again. We were having a conversation on Clubhouse. I've been clubhousing, man. I'm back. I talked all that shit about deleting the app, and here we are. But I had a good few conversations recently, and one of them was just about like high shit, talking about.
I can tell they trying to turn it up. Like as soon as I fucking get on there, it's like I invite 5 friends. I'm like, okay.
Oh
Man.
yeah, you got the pack, nigga. I really only had one. And that when I got the second one, I sent it to you. But
Niggas hit me with the 5 joints. So
yeah, I watched.
whoever popping pussy for these goddamn Clubhouse invites at Draft ATL.
I watched The Social Dilemma.
Just
Kinda
send
paid
pics.
More attention.
I decide.
That was cool. I watched Fresh. I tried to teach my daughter how to play chess a few weeks ago, and it went terribly. But she's 4, man. She's got time.
I also play terribly. I'm not 4.
I play terribly too, but I guess we all in the same boat. Terrible chess club.
Oh, the new invitation.
Yeah, the new invitational, bro. Washed up chess club.
Never. Oh my god.
Get your cardigans. Your pocket protectors, man.
Be a lot of chessboards flipped over. I don't know how to play this shit.
Fuck the Uno cards at, nigga.
Yeah.
But I watched Fresh. Interesting movie, man. Shout out Giancarlo Esposito. That's the nigga who plays the director in The Boys. The new guy from season 2. Yeah. He's got a list. He's got a he's got a crazy list of like TV movies.
He's in The Mandalorian.
He is in The Mandalorian. He's in Mandalorian. He was in Homicide Life on the Streets, which I used to watch every Thursday night as a kid, which is weird.
TV.
What the fuck? He's in Breaking Bad and now this. So I feel like he's kind of got, he's one of those actors that's always got a crazy record. I don't know who else is probably on par with that. Bokeem Woodbine. He's my father's Bokeem. He's my father's generation of Bokeem Woodbine. What else did I watch this week? That's it, man. I think that's all I got.
What did I watch? I didn't watch shit, man. Yeah, I've really been on a drought. Yeah, ain't shit out right now. I tried to watch this documentary yesterday called Trial 4 about this black guy.
I remember seeing that on Netflix.
Yeah, you guessed it. Was wrongly accused and some shit happens and nigga gets out and he's fighting for it.
His name was Sean too.
Yeah, his name was Sean. Sean Williams, I believe.
My middle name is William.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oof. Tat out. But yeah, so he's trying to fight for exoneration. It's not that the shit wasn't that interesting. It was just that, man, I'm just so tired of hearing this story. It's like, all right, man, okay, like it wasn't even like, I hate to say it wasn't creative because that's not the point of a documentary, but but it's just like, man, I mean, I heard the story before, so that's kind of depressing. So you're welcome for that. Yeah.
Dark Draft.
Yeah, I keep talking about the Hound Tall discussions, man. I haven't been watching that, but I've been listening to that a lot.
I still haven't listened to it. I need to catch it.
Definitely recommend that episode about Christian atheism. It's the first time I ever even heard that term, but it was an interesting concept just about, basically we all heard the same term about how there's no sunshine without rain, blah, blah, blah. There's no joy without pain and sunshine and rain. But basically the idea is that there's no afterlife, and heaven and hell is just the variations between happiness and sadness. I thought that was a pretty interesting concept. He explains it a lot better. So, anybody gets a chance to listen to that shit. Yeah, it's about Christian atheism. Thought that shit was an interesting concept just because, that was the first time I really thought about it in that nature. And it kind of makes you look at the down parts of life a little bit differently. Because it's like, oh, yeah, you kind of need this so you appreciate everything else. If you just looked at these little short hell moments, it's like, everybody's life is neither heaven or hell. It's just like a combination of both.
And depending on how much bad you do over a period of time, you may be condemned there forever.
Yeah. Like you create,
it makes sense. I think that's why a lot of people,
you create your own heaven or hell.
A lot of people prefer Eastern schools of thought on religion just because you have more variation and opportunity when it comes to afterlife. Like, given what you do here, either you're letting go completely or you're working towards a particular direction instead of just trying to be following the footsteps of one man. Like, I think that's why Hindus have what do you call that? They got a bunch of gods. Polytheism, or polytheistic structure to their spirituality. I don't know, man. Religion has always been interesting just because I fuck with history. One of the reasons why I like The Lodge so much was because it had that religious context. Even Hereditary. Hereditary made a religious reference very, very ambiguously. And if you got it, like it's one of those things where it's just like, oh, okay. It's all about perspective. Whatever you believe in is based on what you may be going through at the time and who gets to you first.
Yeah, man. So that shit was pretty cool. I thought it was really dope because they had like Hound Tall is basically like 3 comedians, an expert. So like the comedians were from various different religious background. One was actually a Jehovah's Witness, which kind of pulled me in a little bit. But
Kurt Metzger?
Nah. But that was another episode about religion that he's on. That was really dope too. But just happened to be some random cat I never heard of. But
shout out to you.
I think that's really about it. That really wasn't what I've been watching, but that's close. It wasn't music, but I can get into the music I've been listening to. I've been trying to fuck with y'all Clubhouse niggas, man. I really just been listening a lot just to see. Every time I check in, it'd be like Clubhouse After Dark type shit. I'm like, man, I don't see nobody dick, man.
Told you, bro. Just let the women pull their titties out, man.
Yeah.
Relax. Stay in the audience.
Yeah, man.
You trying to be on the stage and shit?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to JT and the big nip slip.
Them shit just crazy.
Yeah, she had a beautiful nipple, man. One of the most beautiful nipples I've ever seen.
You think she had work done?
They worked that motherfucker right. Yeah.
Because that's what it needs to look like.
Yeah.
That's not what it needs to look like. I don't want
to
create some stigma.
Shout out to State Property. Been listening to that. The first State Property album, Rock the Mic. I think I mentioned this album before, so I'm going to go through all the songs. But, get a chance to listen to that. I've been on Still 21, so shout out to him. I heard 2 Chainz drop the album, So Help Me God. I haven't listened to it yet. It hasn't been getting the greatest reviews, so I'm been a little
hesitant.
Yeah. Jay Electronica once again. Written Testimony. I still haven't got around to the other Jay Electronica album because it's only on Tidal, and I ain't got Tidal. Rather You Than Me, Rick Ross. Boop, 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 boop. I think that's about it, man. Yeah, Burden of Proof is still on rotation. Shout out to Beanie the Butcher.
Yeah, same.
That's about it. I'm in it right there. Burden of Proof.
I've been listening to Baby Keem. You ever heard of Baby Keem?
Yeah, I've been seeing that name for a while. He from Atlanta?
Nah, I think he's from New York.
Somebody from Atlanta must fuck with him.
Possibly. He sounds like a combination of like Kid Cudi and Playboy Cardi. Like if Kid Cudi.
That's an interesting combo.
It's very. He rap about women a lot and struggle and shit.
Country Cudi.
Yeah, but I think he's definitely from. I'm almost positive he's from New York, which is also another spin. But yeah, Honest, Hooligan, which he got a video for.
Shout out Baby King.
Orange Soda and French Freestyle are standouts. I've been listening to more Salt. I've been diving into some of the earlier albums.
I still need to get in that shit.
7. I be trying to send niggas random songs. I'm like, all right, this is for you. They got so much shit that I think I sent you one or two, but I think you don't have
No, I do. I'll just be forgetting to use it.
Yeah, but I've been listening to Salt 7.
I gotta get my playlist over there, man. You know how it is. Yeah. You go between the DSPs.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, I know Taji took the liberty of putting a few of my Hughes playlists on. Yeah, like Hughes playlist on Spotify. I've been getting back into those playlists as well, or trying to. I put together one because I was depressed, which is usually when I put together some of my best music. But I've been listening to Masterpiece by Salt, which is on Salt 5. Add a little bit of Salt. We Are the Sun. And Wild Hundreds Part 55. They got a lot of songs that are interestingly topical now, and a lot of these albums are older. Of course, I'm still playing Black Is. Black Is a little bit better than Rise to me. Rise is their most recent album. The first album I heard from them was Black Is. Shout out Aware. Still bumping Future. High Off Life.
Shout out Future and a Lil Uzi. They just dropped the album.
Yeah, I need to listen to it. I tried to listen to it today, but Alexa was tripping. I don't really have the space to have headphones, but I can play shit over the speaker. And
I say, who's this bitch?
Yeah. Exactly. Shout out Alexa, Alexis, nigga. But that's pretty much it. I haven't really been listening to too much. I think we mentioned earlier that I've been listening to. I listened to Drink Champs, the Jay Prince episode. Podcast low key been more in rotation than music. I listened to Jordan Peterson's breakdown on Carl Jung. And it was interesting because it's basically just a speech I think he was giving to his students, but he's adapted his whole philosophy on psychology to Lion King, and he breaks down the archetypes of types of people you run into, the types of trauma you receive through growing up through life as an adolescent into adulthood, and how that arc should look if you do it right. But yeah, it was dope. He did a part 2. I kind of half listened to it today. What else did I listen to? I've been listening to a lot of Jesus and Mero. Some of the references they make are real similar to the ones that I like. We make a lot of the same takes, and it's funny listening to other people who are in a different echo chamber have ideas that are the same as ours. But yeah, shout out Jesus and Mero.
Yeah, shout out to them.
That's pretty much it.
Shout out to them. Yeah, man. Get out of here for yeah. Yeah. I guess we're washed but not washed up. Washed never washed up. I'll never say that shit right.
Washed never washed up, man.
Shout out to Taji once again, man. No Limit Exposure.
Black Business Roll Call.
Yeah, why not? Decatur's Own.
Shout out City in the Woods. Shout out Phyllis Hiller.
Shout out
Griff with Just Be a Good Person.
Shout out Free Agency, man. I got
big
the
shout out Free Agency.
I was about to skip y'all. Yeah, shout out to my nigga Brian.
Shout out Zola Photography.
Shout out to Versus
I see her putting
ATL.
work out here.
Versus ATL. What up? What up? Shout out
Shout out
Chop.
Chop Ross.
Chop Ross got merch coming. Suburbia Non Grata.
Ooh, big talk.
Yeah, think that's about it, man. Working class music. You say that.
Frico.
Shout out Hayesworth.
That Frico shit crazy.
Oh yeah,
That
shout out to
Mystical
Frico.
collab
Just dropped the
crazy.
Mystic collab, man. Congratulations, man. I'm mad I missed the other joints you did for Cam, bro.
That Cam shit. What did he do? A Diamond Supply?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that was Diamond Supply.
There's some talks, man. The next one is the one for me. Mishka was like, that was crazy. The next one he does, I low key got inside info, but we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. So shout out Frico, Rico. I guess that's about it. Yeah, washed never washed up.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
subscribe, share.
Do all that shit.
Stay black.
And die.